Unpad didukung oleh berbagai sarana fasilitas penunjang yang representatif. Di antaranya, perpustakaan, pusat pelayanan basic science, pusat bahasa, e-learning, rumah sakit pendidikan, serta rumah sakit gigi dan mulut. Selain itu, Unpad juga dilengkapi dengan fasilitas pemondokan, fasilitas kesehatan, fasilitas olahraga, transportasi dalam kampus, perbankan, ruang pertemuan, dan fasilitas kewirausahaan yang semuanya terintegrasi dengan teknologi informasi. Selain mendukung peningkatan kualitas akademik, Universitas Padjadjaran juga mendukung penuh aktivitas pembentukan karakter mahasiswa melalui berbagai unit kegiatan mahasiswa. Sebagai bagian dari masyarakat, Universitas Padjadjaran menyadari betul fungsinya tidak terbatas pada pengajaran semata, melainkan mencakup aspek sosial dan budaya. Berbagai kegiatan sosial, pemberdayaan masyarakat, dan hilirisasi penelitian telah dilakukan untuk memberi manfaat nyata bagi seluruh masyarakat. Universitas Padjadjaran berdiri dan berkembang bersama masyarakat. From West Java for Indonesia to the world through SDGs.
Sesali entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku lalui, takkan pernah berhenti.
Aku tak hiraukan sedih, aku kembali menjalani, matahari datangkan pagi. Entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku nikmati. Semangatku dengan lagu ini, nadaku melayang-layang menemani, dengarkan melodi lagu
coba menghalangi.
Oh, namun detik takkan menanti. Hey.
Entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku lalui.
Entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku nikmati. Semangatku beri dengan lagu ini, nadaku melayang-layang menemani. Dengarkan melodi lagu hari ini, nadaku melayang-layang terbang tinggi.
People would tell you to leave, people would tell you to never believe. Yeah, the past trying to get you, they were always trying to get you, trying to break you. Just don't live it, baby. Don't you worry about things makes you crazy. Yeah, biarkan yang lalu pergi, mari jalani hari yang baru, jangan hilang semangatku.
Ku beri dengan lagu ini, nadaku melayang-layang menemani. Dengarkan melodi lagu hari ini, nadaku melayang-layang terbang tinggi.
Oleh karenanya, Museum Rekor Dunia Indonesia mengukuhkan pada hari ini sebagai kegiatan pencatatan rekor dunia.
Salam perjuangan mahasiswa, salam menjaga romantisme perjuangan mahasiswa, salam yang mencinta seluruh perjuangan mahasiswa.
Hidup mahasiswa! Hidup mahasiswa! Hidup rakyat Indonesia! Hidup rakyat Indonesia! Selamat datang di Universitas Padjadjaran.
Sebanyak 115 mahasiswa asing dari berbagai negara mengikuti orientasi mahasiswa asing baru Unpad untuk program Dharma Siswa dan Kemitraan Negara Berkembang Kemenristek-Dikti di Balai Sawala, Gedung Rektorat Unpad Jatinangor pada Senin 30 September 2019. Kegiatan orientasi ini dibuka oleh Wakil Rektor Bidang Akademik dan Kemahasiswaan Unpad, Dr. Ari Bainus, dan berlangsung selama 2 hari, Senin 30 September 2019 dan Selasa 1 Oktober 2019. Dalam orientasi ini, selain diberikan pemaparan mengenai layanan akademik dan kemahasiswaan, mahasiswa asing dari berbagai negara ini juga diberikan pemaparan mengenai keimigrasian dan mengenai asuransi kesehatan.
Hari ini kami menyambut ada kurang lebih 115 mahasiswa yang datang dari 15 negara. Dan mahasiswa-mahasiswa ini adalah mahasiswa yang mengikuti program full degree 1 tahun sampai 2 tahun yang tersebar di beberapa fakultas. Tentunya yang paling banyak ada di dalam program di Fakultas Ilmu Budaya dan Sastra. Yang kami cermati, anak-anak internasional ini semakin hari semakin tinggi minatnya untuk mempelajari bahasa dan kebudayaan Indonesia. Yang kami cukup senang adalah program Dharma Siswa dan program KNB yang menjadi program unggulan dari kementerian itu hanya kurang lebih 25% dari jumlah total peserta. Dan sisa peserta yang lain itu datang dari program kerjasama yang datang dan diinisiasi dari program studi yang ada di fakultas. Sehingga ini salah satu barometer dan parameter terukur bahwa apa yang dikerjakan oleh direktorat kerjasama dan kerja keras teman-teman yang ada di program studi dan juga fakultas tergambar dari begitu banyaknya mahasiswa asing yang hari ini datang dan bergabung di orientasi internasional di Unpad.
Adapun mahasiswa asing yang mengikuti kegiatan ini berasal dari negara Republik Rakyat Tiongkok, Jepang, Malaysia, Korea Selatan, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Papua Nugini, Jerman, Belanda, Prancis, Turki, Sudan, dan Meksiko. Mahasiswa asing merasa senang karena disambut baik oleh pihak Universitas Padjadjaran melalui kegiatan orientasi ini.
Setelah belajar bahasa Indonesia di Unpad sudah lama, 5 bulan aja. Jadi saya suka Unpad, tapi di Patikur aja. Ya, di Patikur aja.
The orientation so far it's quite nice. I already met many people and yeah, it's nice to get in contact with other international students. Yeah.
Setelah saya di Unpad dan saya merasa ini adalah kampus yang internasional. Di sini ada fasilitas yang lengkap, ada perpustakaan yang gaya raya dan lain-lain. Saya juga
Fitri Fairuza mengabarkan.
membawa mereka untuk melihat secara real permasalahan-permasalahan yang ada atau mungkin timbul di daerah yang dikunjungi, seperti di Pangandaran, di Kebumen, di Bandung sendiri maupun di Cirende, dan mereka bisa berpikir dengan teknologi mana atau dengan cara pendekatan seperti apa yang paling pas untuk bisa meningkatkan dan mengoptimalkan misalnya pemasaran turis di daerah tersebut, meningkatkan pemasaran penjualan hasil-hasil kebudayaan seperti jahitan baju atau seperti selendang atau kerajinan bambu, itu dipasarkan dengan cara seperti apa? Apakah misalkan melalui website, meningkatkan penjualan online melalui sistem fintech misalnya. Ini adalah hal-hal yang kita coba gali dari mereka, sehingga pada saat kita bawa mahasiswa asing ini ke daerah-daerah tersebut, mereka bisa memberikan perspektif yang berbeda tentang daerah tersebut, yang sangat penting untuk pengembangan daerah itu ke depan.
So the prize consists in 3,000 euros and the right to participate in the European Grand Prix for choral singing 2020 in Debrecen.
Berdiri di tengah Tatar Sunda, yang kaya akan ragam budaya, dan keindahan alam yang subur dan makmur. Menjadi tonggak dalam mencerdaskan kehidupan bangsa. Membentuk insan abdi masyarakat, pembina nusa bangsa. Universitas Padjadjaran atau Unpad lahir dari prakarsa pemuka masyarakat Jawa Barat dan dukungan pemerintah daerah untuk memiliki perguruan tinggi yang mampu menyelenggarakan berbagai bidang keilmuan. Diresmikan oleh Presiden Soekarno pada tanggal 11 September 1957 silam. Hingga saat ini, Unpad telah memiliki beragam capaian prestasi kelembagaan. Di antaranya, berstatus sebagai perguruan tinggi negeri Badan Hukum dengan akreditasi institusi A. Capaian tersebut tidak terlepas dari komitmen seluruh pemangku kepentingan. Demi tercapainya visi dan misi Unpad, menjadi universitas unggul dalam penyelenggaraan pendidikan kelas dunia, yang mampu mendukung daya saing bangsa, melalui proses pendidikan bermutu dan penelitian yang inovatif. Sarana pembelajaran yang representatif dan lokasi yang strategis di tengah kota Bandung, Kabupaten Bandung, dan kawasan pendidikan tinggi Jatinangor Sumedang menjadikan Unpad sebagai universitas yang unggul dalam penyelenggaraan pendidikan, penelitian, dan pengabdian kepada masyarakat. Melalui program-program terbaiknya yang mampu memenuhi tuntutan masyarakat. Saat ini, Unpad memiliki 16 fakultas dan 1 sekolah pasca sarjana dengan 152 program studi. Fakultas Hukum, Fakultas Ekonomi dan Bisnis, Fakultas Kedokteran, Fakultas Matematika dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam, Fakultas Pertanian, Fakultas Kedokteran Gigi, Fakultas Ilmu Sosial dan Ilmu Politik, Fakultas Ilmu Budaya, Fakultas Psikologi, Fakultas Peternakan, Fakultas Ilmu Komunikasi, Fakultas Keperawatan, Fakultas Perikanan dan Ilmu Kelautan, Fakultas Teknologi Industri Pertanian, Fakultas Farmasi, Fakultas Teknik Geologi, Sekolah Pasca Sarjana. Menyadari akan arti penting proses pembelajaran, kurikulum dan metode pembelajaran pun terus dikembangkan. Mengikuti dinamika kebutuhan para pemangku kepentingan. Saat ini, Unpad sudah menggunakan metode pembelajaran berbasis student-centered learning, yaitu metode pembelajaran yang berbasis pada mahasiswa untuk terlibat secara aktif dalam mengembangkan pengetahuan, keterampilan, sikap dan perilaku dengan kurikulum berbasis kompetensi. Dengan dukungan staf pengajar dan tenaga kependidikan profesional, Unpad mampu menghasilkan lulusan yang berkarakter dan berdaya saing. Sampai saat ini, tercatat puluhan ribu mahasiswa dari penjuru Indonesia dan ratusan mahasiswa mancanegara menempuh studi di Universitas Padjadjaran. Untuk mengoptimalkan proses pendidikan dan pembelajaran, Unpad didukung oleh berbagai sarana fasilitas penunjang yang representatif. Di antaranya, perpustakaan, pusat pelayanan basic science, pusat bahasa, e-learning, rumah sakit pendidikan, serta rumah sakit gigi dan mulut. Selain itu, Unpad juga dilengkapi dengan fasilitas pemondokan, fasilitas kesehatan, fasilitas olahraga, transportasi dalam kampus, perbankan, ruang pertemuan, dan fasilitas kewirausahaan yang semuanya terintegrasi dengan teknologi informasi. Selain mendukung peningkatan kualitas akademik, Universitas Padjadjaran juga mendukung penuh aktivitas pembentukan karakter mahasiswa melalui berbagai unit kegiatan mahasiswa. Sebagai bagian dari masyarakat, Universitas Padjadjaran menyadari betul fungsinya tidak terbatas pada pengajaran semata, melainkan mencakup aspek sosial dan budaya. Berbagai kegiatan sosial, pemberdayaan masyarakat, dan hilirisasi penelitian telah dilakukan untuk memberi manfaat nyata bagi seluruh masyarakat. Universitas Padjadjaran berdiri dan berkembang bersama masyarakat. From West Java for Indonesia to the world through SDGs.
lagi akan ku sesali. Entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku lalui, takkan pernah berhenti. Yeah.
Aku tak hiraukan sedih. Aku kembali menjalani. Matahari datangkan pagi. Entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku nikmati. Semangatku beri dengan lagu ini. Nadaku melayang-layang menemani. Dengarkan melodi lagu hari ini. Nadaku melayang-layang terbang tinggi.
Selalu penuh misteri kehidupan ini. Selalu banyak emosi coba menghalangi.
Oh, namun detik takkan menanti. Hey.
Entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku lalui.
Entah apa yang kan ku hadapi, semua ku nikmati. Semangatku beri dengan lagu ini. Nadaku melayang-layang menemani. Dengarkan melodi lagu hari ini. Nadaku melayang-layang terbang tinggi.
People would tell you to leave, people would tell you to never believe. Yeah, the past trying to get you, they will always trying to get you, trying to break you. Just don't live it, baby. Don't you worry about things makes you crazy. Yeah, biarkan yang lalu pergi, mari jalani hari yang baru, jangan hilang semangatku.
Semangatku beri dengan lagu ini. Nadaku melayang-layang menemani. Dengarkan melodi lagu hari ini. Nadaku melayang-layang terbang tinggi.
Oleh karenanya, Museum Rekor Dunia Indonesia mengukuhkan pada hari ini sebagai kegiatan pencatatan rekor dunia.
I
Sebanyak 115 mahasiswa asing dari berbagai negara mengikuti orientasi mahasiswa asing baru Unpad untuk program Dharma Siswa dan Kemitraan Negara Berkembang Kemenristek Dikti di Balai Sawala, Gedung Rektorat Unpad Jatinangor pada Senin 30 September 2019. Kegiatan orientasi ini dibuka oleh Wakil Rektor Bidang Akademik dan Kemahasiswaan Unpad, Dr. Ari Bainus, dan berlangsung selama 2 hari, Senin 30 September 2019 dan Selasa 1 Oktober 2019. Dalam orientasi ini, selain diberikan pemaparan mengenai layanan akademik dan kemahasiswaan, mahasiswa asing dari berbagai negara ini juga diberikan pemaparan mengenai keimigrasian dan mengenai asuransi kesehatan.
Hari ini kami menyambut ada kurang lebih 115 mahasiswa yang datang dari 15 negara. Dan mahasiswa-mahasiswa ini adalah mahasiswa yang mengikuti program full degree 1 tahun sampai 2 tahun yang tersebar di beberapa fakultas. Tentunya yang paling banyak ada di dalam program di Fakultas Ilmu Budaya dan Sastra. Yang kami cermati, anak-anak internasional ini semakin hari semakin tinggi minatnya untuk mempelajari bahasa dan kebudayaan Indonesia. Yang kami cukup senang adalah program Dharma Siswa dan program KNB yang menjadi program unggulan dari kementerian itu hanya kurang lebih 25% dari jumlah total peserta. Dan sisa peserta yang lain itu datang dari program kerjasama yang datang dan diinisiasi dari program studi yang ada di fakultas. Sehingga ini salah satu barometer dan parameter terukur bahwa apa yang dikerjakan oleh Direktorat Kerjasama dan kerja keras teman-teman yang ada di program studi dan juga fakultas tergambar dari begitu banyaknya mahasiswa asing yang hari ini datang dan bergabung di orientasi internasional di Unpad.
Adapun mahasiswa asing yang mengikuti kegiatan ini berasal dari negara Republik Rakyat Tiongkok, Jepang, Malaysia, Korea Selatan, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Papua Nugini, Jerman, Belanda, Prancis, Turki, Sudan, dan Meksiko. Mahasiswa asing merasa senang karena disambut baik oleh pihak Universitas Padjadjaran melalui kegiatan orientasi ini.
Setelah belajar bahasa Indonesia di Unpad sudah lama, 5 bulan aja. Jadi saya suka Unpad, tapi di Patikur aja. Ya, di Patikur aja.
The orientation so far it's quite nice. I already met many people and yeah, it's nice to get in contact with other international students. Yeah.
Setelah saya di Unpad dan saya merasa ini adalah kampus yang internasional. Di sini ada fasilitas yang lengkap, ada perpustakaan yang gaya raya dan lain-lain. Saya juga
Fitri Fairuza mengabarkan.
Okay, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Good afternoon from Indonesia. My name is Muhammad Alvin, and today is the third day of the Padjadjaran International Edufair 2021. All right. Okay. 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 Good afternoon, everyone. With me, Muhammad Alvin. Today, we are in the third day Padjadjaran International Edufair 2021, and I know some of you are not from Indonesia. So today, I would say maybe good morning or good evening, and because today is the last day of the Padjadjaran International Edufair 2021. So some of you, maybe it's the first time for you to join this event because today is the last event, but don't worry, you can check the first day and also the second day started on Wednesday from the YouTube account, the International Office Unpad. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, today we're gonna discuss a lot about the outstanding students and also from local and also international of Universitas Padjadjaran about their experiences. And I know some of you maybe want to join this event to want to study in Unpad as well. So at this sessions, we have a very special guest today, and let's check who is our speakers for today. The first one, our speakers for today is the Parwis Musamim. He's an Unpad Master of Public Administration students from Afghanistan. Now, currently, he's studying at HTH Zurich, and also because he received HTH for the visiting student research grants, and also he had a lot of experiences working in embassy in Indonesia and also in Afghanistan, and have a lot of experiences in research as well. And also next to the second speaker for today, the next speaker is Kak Nizam Awardi. He's the double degree master student of environmental science on Unpad with University of Twente. Now he's studying at Netherlands, so he joining the double degree program. He has a lot of experiences, especially in weather observer and also podcaster, and also join any kind of training and also professional development activities. And that's our special guest today. But don't forget, at the end of the sessions, we're gonna have like question and answer session. And so if you have anything that you want to ask regarding these sessions, don't hesitate to put your questions at the live chat so we can pick your comments, and after that we can answer your question. So let's welcome and give applause virtually to our speakers today, Kak Nizam and also Kak Parwis. Okay. Halo Kak Nizam, halo Kak Parwis.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning
Hello.
from here.
Good morning.
Okay, good afternoon from Indonesia. So, how are you today? And how actually the situation regarding the pandemic right now at there?
Actually, I'm doing well. I hope that everyone is doing well who are watching us through YouTube and from Zoom. So I hope that everyone is healthy and doing well. And here it's early morning, so I have a lot of energy. So I hope that I can keep this energy till the end of the program. And regarding the pandemic, so in Swiss, there are some limitations. It means restaurants are closed, cafes are closed. The main buildings of the universities are kind of closed. Everyone is working from home office. So I'm enjoying my time just working from home, just busy with my research and having connection with my professors, my friends. It's going well. Thank you.
Okay, good to hear that. And how about you, Kak Nizam? How situations at there right now? And how is your current activities during the pandemic at there?
Yeah, I'm doing great. That besides of the lockdown and the curfew, because the Netherlands government's applying lockdown and curfew and there's 9 o'clock that everybody in the outside is at 9 o'clock. And for my research progress, actually I do some case project, especially in the water management, and Also, I'm doing my research project regarding to my thesis,
Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
been great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and also glad to hear that. As we know today, until now in this pandemic situation, we still like stay at home is one of the best options so far, and also like
Yeah.
to everyone who wherever you are, don't forget to wear mask when you're going to outside. And also we hope everything is gonna end soon. But yeah, of course we need to adapt with these conditions, right? Okay. Anyway, regarding our topic today, the first we're going to discuss about maybe your experiences, also your experiences when you study in Universitas Padjadjaran, and also about international opportunity, because maybe some of our viewers come from the come from the others country, also want to join to as become the student of Unpad itself, or even our Indonesian the local students want to join with Unpad, and they want to wondering how to maximize their potential by joining any kind of like international opportunities. Started our conversations today. I would like to asking the questions um, about the introductions of yourself, and also how about the short story, how about you guys decided to study in Unpad as well, and maybe starting from Kanizam or Paris.
So you can decide which one should start first.
Okay, Parvis, time is yours.
Okay, just again, I hope that everyone is doing well. So to have a brief introduction about myself, I'm Parvis Mosammen. I was born in Afghanistan. I did my bachelor in Afghanistan in the field of journalism and mass communication. Then I had been working as a journalist for around 4 years in different types of media, including TV, radio, and newspaper. I really loved to be a journalist because it was a need for my country, and I love that job. So then I decided to continue my higher education for master. So then I found an opportunity. The scholarship name was KNB, so it was from
Okay.
Indonesia. So I went through it and just I applied for that one, and after 1 or 2 months, I received the result. Fortunately, I was accepted, but I didn't know too much about Indonesia, you know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
yeah, what does look like, kind of what's good about Indonesia. So I searched, and one of my uncles, he lives in US, so he had good friends
Mhm.
from Indonesia, so he recommended me that it's a great country, there are kind people, the nature is great, blah blah. Just I decided to come to Indonesia. So I choose Universitas Padjadjaran and the field of public administration for my master degree, because I wanted to continue my master in public administration. So if I say that being in Unpad or in Universitas Padjadjaran has been a greatest part of my life, it's true and it's a fact. When I came to Indonesia, I was shocked. Wow, just seeing kind people around myself. And when I came to my university, and especially international office staff, wow, just they are very
Yeah.
great people, and just I love every one of them, just because they were behaving very well with us as international students. So I felt at home. Often I feel at home that it's my
Yeah.
second home. Yes, Indonesia is like my second home. So when you come to a university, when you come to a new country, the first thing that you need that you feel at home. If you feel at home, you can continue your educational journey very well. So it was something that I got from international office, from my professors, my lecturers, my friends. So then I started studying 1 year bahasa Indonesia. So
Mhm.
itu bagus, bagus sekali. So I
Bagus.
enjoyed it. And then
Okay.
beside that, when I started my master and Faculty of Social and Political Sciences, especially in the Department of Public Administration. So I'm very proud that I have my supervisors right next to me, Professor Ita and Professor Paukan. and also other lectures that I have in Department of Public Administration, especially in FISC. So by the way, it was a great journey till now. So I actually I finished my master subjects and I defended the first period of my master thesis, and then I got a scholarship to Swiss at Zurich. So I came here to do the rest of my master and doing research. So I'm enjoying my time and I'm so happy to be part of Unpad and being one of the international students. So I recommend all the people that they are going to join Unpad, because Unpad has something unique that maybe some of the universities don't have it. So I'm in Swiss, and I now when I'm here, I can feel that Unpad has some some differences, and those differences go to the behavior of the people, about the method of teaching, about how much professors are supportive and they encourage their students. In my case, my department staff, they really encouraged me, the faculty encouraged me, and if even when they saw a very small achievement of my side, so they encouraged me to match that, I go ahead with that one. So briefly, this journey was great, and I'm really happy to be part of this journey with Unpad.
Okay, it's really good to hear that, because from the what I heard, that actually Parviz has a lot of good experiences when he joined to study in Unpad, even from the first time where you're coming to Indonesia. But before we discuss a lot about your programs, that about the master degree in public administrations, maybe we gonna hear about also about the story from Kanizam, about his story when he started to joining with Unpad. Maybe Kanizam, could you tell a little bit your story, when you started to interest to join with Unpad, and how actually you decided to join this program?
Yeah, I will introduce myself first. My name is Nizam Mawardi, and I came from Semarang, the central Java of Indonesia. And I work for meteorological, climatological, and geophysics agency from Indonesia. That I work in meteorological office in Batam. So I work for this meteorological agency for about 10 years. I graduated from applied Bachelor of Meteorology in Jakarta, and actually I graduated from the applied meteorology, and I work in the situation of meteorologists. I usually work with meteorologists, but I decided to broaden my knowledge and insights. So I choose Unpad, environmental science, and I registered for Bapenas scholarship, or the Ministry of National Development from Indonesia. And actually, the Bapenas has program with Unpad, and a part of that, Unpad also has international collaboration with some universities around the globe. There, in our program, the environmental science program, Unpad has collaboration with the University of Twente in the Netherlands, and also ISS, Institute of School Studies in the Den Haag, also in the Netherlands, and at the Mi University in Japan. So I'm really grateful that I enrolled this Unpad from the Bapenas scholarship, and it was very great. I can tell you later.
Okay, Kanizam. So it's kind of like the the maybe our viewers right now can see the bigger picture. What actually Unpad is? Unpad has a lot of collaborations either with the international or the national institutions. For example, like maybe Kanizam joined this program by joining the program who collaborations between Bapenas and also Universitas Padjadjaran. So by the way, I want to ask him questions about actually could you explain to our viewers today about the short explanations about the your major. The first one is your major, and the second one is about the program. Are the international students or the Indonesian students can apply for this program also? Maybe starting from Kanizam first.
Actually, the environmental science program every year open up for registration, and for my case, I automatically join the double degree program because of the Bapenas program, but from the regular one, you can also join the double degree program by first enrolling the environmental science program in Unpad. And then you also have to be tested from the selection of the international university that collaborate with Unpad. So environmental science is more like transdisciplinary knowledge that we will gain from this program, that I am as a meteorologist have more insights about how to give I work for meteorological agency, so I'm not also using the forecaster, but we have to inform well the majority society, not only by deepening our knowledge about the meteorologists, but we have to broadening the knowledge to communicate our information well. So the Unpad provide that insights for me. And the regular and the regular student and not from the Bapenas program have to enroll first in environmental science program.
Oh, okay. So this program is not only for the people who working in Bapenas, but also for also there's kind of like regulars for that.
Yeah.
Okay. And also about Paris, I also heard that you are received a scholarship and you are one of three. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that you one of three people in your country who received this scholarship. Could you tell me about the scholarship and what actually the public, the master of the public of administrations in Unpad itself?
So, well, Alvin, this is a scholarship from Indonesia. The name is KNB, the abbreviation. So it is provided for developing countries like Afghanistan, some other countries. As if I'm not mistaken, about around 50 or 60 countries, they are covered. It means that the students from those countries can apply for this scholarship. It is very competitive, and especially in master degree. It's from bachelor 2 and master 2. So when in 2018, when I heard about this scholarship, it was very new for me. I didn't have any information before that what kind of a scholarship is it. It was not famous in my country, really. So then I applied for that one. So it needed some, that good background. It means from bachelor, it means that you had to have good marks or grades, good GPA, and then your English should be okay, and also about have had done volunteering activities and had experience in your field, something like that one. So by the way, I applied for that one. The procedure had been done. So when I was selected, I saw the list that just we three were selected from Afghanistan to come to Indonesia and continue our education. So why did I choose public administration? So in my life, I have a map for myself. It means that from where did I start, from where do I want to go, and what are my goals, what are my visions, life visions and missions. So I have my own roadmap. So regarding to that one, choosing or being as a journalist was one my target, to study and to work for that one. So it was a need for my country, and I really loved that one. However, the situation of Afghanistan on that time was not good. It still is not good. So because journalists are not safe and they go out to cover news, something like that one. So by the way, I loved that and I did my job. So for public administration, because my government and my country really needs to have good people or experts in this field, and public administration in policy, because most of the government policies, strategies, and other, for example, laws regarding to the government need experts. So when I saw that Unpad has a field in public administration, and I checked that it is very famous, and also I checked the professors' backgrounds. I really enjoy that one, so I applied for that one. When I came to Indonesia, when I started my master, I'm very thankful from all my professors again, especially Professor Ita, Professor Okan, and other my lecturers, that they really showed me the real way of public administration, what it is kind of, and they really helped in my research area, and just they encouraged me that I study and I get involved with other. For example, we had some online classes with some universities from Japan, from South Korea. So, and also we were having some seminars, and the people, the lecturers or professors coming from United States, from Spain, from other countries, because we had a good connection, network. So I really enjoyed being in this department, being in my classes, and my classmates, they were very active. So it was a wonderful journey, wonderful experience. So this scholarship nowadays, when I came to Indonesia, when I promoted this scholarship in my country, nowadays, a lot of youth in Afghanistan, they are waiting for it. Believe me, just they know the name of KNB in each city. And so when they saw me, that I'm really happy for my journey in here. I enjoy my time and I do my study well. So they are encouraged, and they call me, they text me that, how can we apply for this one? Unfortunately, because of Corona, last year it was canceled, and this year still we don't know, but a lot of people are waiting, And nowadays, so they know Indonesia from my side, that, for example, I was promoting the method of teaching, about the nature, about the people, about everything, about good things about Indonesia. Because when I come to Indonesia as an international student, it's my duty that I promote what is good about this country, that really invested on us, and this is our duty and responsibility. So nowadays, it's one of the famous scholarship, know it. So, and I'm delighted that I could promote it in my side, and I hope that we have more students from Afghanistan next years. And about this program that I'm in Swiss, should I talk about it or not?
Yes, you can give a little explanations about program.
So, our department, public administration, has some double degree with some universities in South Korea and Japan. But this program that I came, this is not part of a kind of direct collaboration with Unpad or with public administration department. This is a kind of, that a competitive scholarship before this year, it was just for doctoral degree students who were doing their dissertation, and just they apply for this one to stay in Zurich for some months and do their, for example, research under the supervisions of some professors. So the name of this program is ETH it means for development. Since ETH is one of the high ranked world and first in all European continent, so a lot of students, they try their best to come to this university. And each scholarship is very competitive. So when I found that there is an opportunity for the first time for master's degree as well, students as well, so I consulted with my professors, Professor Ita. She was really interested that I apply for this one. So we both worked on it and we apply for it. And then I found a supervisor. Before that I apply, I found a supervisor in ETH. So I found a supervisor, professor actually. He accepted my proposal and my background, everything. So then I had a Zoom meeting with him. So then he wrote me a motivation letter and he did my application, and then he sent to the committee in ETH. And then after waiting around 2 months, so finally I was selected, because just I think, if I'm not mistaken, around 5 or 10 people were selected from all around the world. So it was a great achievement, not just for me, for my department, for Unpad, because when I'm here now, I tell everyone that I came from Indonesia, I came from Unpad Padjadjaran, so they know well, they know, and then they search it that where is Padjadjaran, or what is it, about what does it teach, kind of something like that one. So these are the connections or networks that students from each university can go to another university and can promote what is good about the previous university or home university. So I recommend the students that they are studying master degree, it's their last year, or they study their PhD, because I have one of the Indonesian professors here that she applied to and she was selected to from IPB. So she website ETH4D. So then there are 3 opportunities announced recently. You can apply for them, and it's a good, it can be a good experience that you do your research here.
Okay, so it's important for our viewers. So our viewers, don't forget to take notes, because there's a lot of important information that given by Parwiz and also Kanizam. And today it's the main idea of this topic, because our conversations today, it means like Universitas Padjadjaran gave a lot of opportunity to their students to enhance their capability by joining any kind of international opportunities, right? So for those of you interested in joining with Unpad, don't worry, because there's a lot of opportunity out there, especially, and also for me, I'm as an undergraduate student, I joined also one of the exchange program held by Universitas Padjadjaran International University. So there's a lot of opportunities. So even in this situation right now, we still can join any kind of international opportunity.
Yeah.
So talking about the program, can you give like a short explanations, and also Kak Nizam, about the admission process of that? So for people who want to join kind of this scholarship and also like this program, what kind of like documents or things that they should prepare if they want to join this program?
Okay, because I enrolled for the Bappenas program, it is especially for the civil officers from around Indonesia that have to apply for the Bappenas scholarship test. So another one, but if you are not the civil officer, you can also apply for environmental science program in Unpad. And then the basic is you have to have IELTS the score above 6 6.5 in Twente, but the regular one will have to choose whether they will study in the Mi University or Twente University or ISS in Den Haag, and the three universities maybe have different requirements. So you have to also search about that, because it was different university. And to give you more information about the collaboration of Unpad and Twente, it has been more than 10 years. Like the first collaboration of Unpad and Twente was held in I think 28 or 29, 2008 or 2009, and then after until now. So the basic is you have to reach the IELTS score, the minimum requirement score, and then if you are a civil officer, then you have to take the GPA test from the Bapenas.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Kaparwis? Because we know this kind of scholarship became competitive. So for those who want to join this kind of scholarship, what things are documents that they should like to accomplish for this program?
Well, Alfen, we can say that there are a lot of opportunities. So, but it goes to the person who's following. You know, I want to say to all the people that they are watching us now, if they are students, that no one can bring you a scholarship and put you in your hand.
Yes.
Okay,
right.
that take this scholarship and opportunity and it's yours. It's you that you can follow your dreams if your dream is part of the scholarship, or scholarship is part of your dream, or going abroad and just learn more things. So when you decide, there are opportunities. Well, how do you decide? That you should fix, for example, your English language, work on it, and just have a good background and have good grade at university. So everything will be okay with it. So about the scholarship in ETH, so I want to just briefly talk because it's announced last week. So the deadline is till end of April this year. So I want to give a brief information. So ETH for the scholarship or with a student visiting a research grant, it is just for the master student and PhD students who are doing their kind of last years of their education in this era, and they are doing their thesis or they are doing their dissertation. So when you are a master student or PhD student, so you're part of to be eligible. Second one, so you should have a research proposal, a very good topic, a topic that can attract, the other professors out of Unpad. So next one, you should have English certificate. So if it is TOEFL, if it is IELTS, if it is, for example, something that how can we say that, convince other that your English is okay, that you can do research in this around, so that's okay. And after that, you understand that you have your proposal, you have your English language certificate, and you have good remarks or grade from your subjects. So then you go through the website and find a professor for yourself. So you should do email. You should find professors and their their field of research is written right next to their names. So when you see that there is a connection between your proposal and the research area of that professor, so there is email and there is phone number. So formally you should email that professor, and you should write him or her that I'm for example, Paris, I'm studying in Universitas Padjadjaran or another university. So then I'm doing my master or PhD. I have this research background, and my title of the thesis or dissertation is this. I'm going to do it more in that university, blah blah, something like that one. When that professor accepts you, so it's part of the program. So then he requests you for a motivation letter, a proposal. It means 4 pages or 5 pages. Then about your CV. So he kind of, and also your student card or maybe transcript that you have. So you send to him. If he accepts these things, so then he or she sets a Zoom meeting for you, like an interview. So you will have an interview. So after that, because there are a lot of applicants, so he received. So then he goes and thinks that, wow, among these people, which one should I choose? So if he is interested in your background, your everything, you know, about the research, so then 1 week or 2 weeks later, he emails you or she emails you that, Paris, I'm very interested in your research and I can supervise you. So that's a kind of 50% of your job is done here. Then your 2 professors from your home university and that university, maybe they have will have a connection. So then your professor in ETH, he writes a supportive letter, or how can I say that, like an invitation letter for you. So then he sorts or she sorts all your documents because you already sent him your CV, everything should apply for this program, not you. So he arranges the documents in a one PDF, then he sends to the committee in ETH. So when he sends, so you and your professor, you should wait around 2 months. And when your documents go to the committee kind of, you know, they check everything. So because there are a lot of applicants. So after that, the committee decides that you are one of the people that can receive the grant. So then they email you that we are so happy that we have chosen you in this position, then because you will be part of like an employee, like a researcher, you will come in here. So on that time, you do for the procedure. Oh my God, after that you are selected, a lot of papers come to you from Swiss, you know, you should sign it, you should send to, and then your university should write you a kind of declaration letter, a kind of a recommendation letter, and just some other, for example, documents. By the way, then you book, you go to your visa, and then if you have your visa, then your tickets will be booked, and you come in here and they will arrange everything for you and you will enjoy your time. And it seems easy and also kind of difficult, but by the way, I want to say that when you apply for a program, if you are rejected, never give up, because I did, but I didn't give up. So in my laptop there is a file that I applied for a lot of programs. I was rejected, but I applied again and again. So it means that you should go through your dreams, and just you'll find it. It may be later, but at the end you will have it in your life.
Okay, so never give up. As we know that if you want to have a dream, like pursue your, like joining any kind of program. And for example, of course, if you want to join like Unpad, don't give up if you fail, kind of like that. But Farwis, could you explain about like a little bit about when you apply to study at Master Public Administration in Unpad, what kind of like documents and how process you're going through when you apply this program?
So actually, you know that all the scholarships, they required some documents. So you cannot come just by saying I'm volunteer and they choose you. So when I was applying for the KNB scholarship to Indonesia, so there were some documents that I had to, my transcript should be there, my diploma, my passport, my a kind of 2 or 3 essays I had to write that why am I choosing Unpad? Why do I want to study in this field? Something like that one. And then my CV as well. And also a recommendation letter from the embassy of Indonesia on that country. You have to have a recommendation. So I was applying from Afghanistan. I had to have a recommendation letter from the embassy of Indonesia to Afghanistan, that in Kabul. So then when you have your recommendation, so it is part of the attached, you attach that recommendation as well. So when you attach, so your documents like them, so, and also you choose 3 universities, first one, second one, and third one. So fortunately, I was selected in the first one. So, yeah, then you wait for 1 month or 1 or 2 months, something like that one. Then they send you an email, the list of the selected people. So they will enjoy. By the way, so because every day, and also about your English language, you should have a certificate and a good background of English as well. Each year, the requirements of the scholarships, they are getting high. Don't forget this one, because a lot of its students apply, and you should be one of the tops. You should be one of the most motivated one of the people that they trust you. They really trust you, because when I came to Indonesia as an international student, they invest on me. They give me a scholarship, and they want me to do my responsibility and my duties very well. And I should be an ambassador of my country as well as a good student, and maybe because as students of, for example, Unpad, Padjadjaran, or any university, so we are called by our university, when I'm here. So Parviz is from Universitas Padjadjaran. So if I do good things, it means it's part of the good remarks of Unpad and Padjadjaran. So it means that we should have our own responsibilities even when we get the scholarship. So I'm in here in ETH Zurich. So one of the thing is that everyone is a kind of shocked, the students here, that how did I get a scholarship? Because such universities, they don't give a scholarship mostly, because they are high-ranked universities in the world. They don't need to give a scholarship. A lot of students from different countries, United States, China, Germany, and some other countries, they are waiting that they get permission to come here. So, but when you get a scholarship, it means that you did your best, your professors did their best, and your department tried a lot on you. And so now I feel happy that I'm part of Unpad. Why? Because Unpad could give me this opportunity, kind of, because if I was not a student of Unpad and this department, and I didn't have the supervisors in my department, of course, I wouldn't be able to receive this scholarship. By the way, so it's you that how do you shape your future, your educational life? Because when you have one opportunity, this opportunity can open different opportunities for you. So when I was in Indonesia, so I went to Malaysia, I went to Sri Lanka, I went to some other programs out of Indonesia or in Indonesia. I did 2 internships. One is in my embassy in Jakarta, Afghanistan embassy. Then I did internship in Foreign Affairs Ministry, Indonesia. So then I participated a lot of programs in Indonesia. So because those opportunities were opened in front of me because of KNB. When I got KNB scholarship, so it opened a lot of opportunities. So then those opportunities opened this opportunity for me. Maybe this opportunity will open my PhD opportunity. So it means each one of them is like a chain are connected. So you should use the opportunity that you receive. It is not the end. When you get a scholarship in each university or Unpad, that's not your last responsibility or duty. No, you should work that you have another opportunity. That's why.
Okay, so what I got from this conversation is actually, if you working hard and you when you open one door, it will lead you to another doors, right? So it means like we learn from these conversations about Kanizam and also Kaparo is working so hard to achieve this kind of scholarship. I hope it can motivate all of us today, right now. At the end of this pandemic, it doesn't mean that we cannot do anything. Actually, you can like maximize your potential by joining kind of program. And also the point that I got today, when you are interested to join with Unpad, of course, you need to know about Unpad itself and also about the major and the program. So I hope this event is kind of like the best answer for you to gain your knowledge about Unpad and also to sharpening your motivation to want to study in Unpad. Okay. Anyway, the next questions that I want to asking to both of you guys is about your experiences studying in Unpad. What actually the interesting experiences when you study in Unpad? And also the second one is when how compare with the others university. I'm not trying to like making like it's kind of competitions between Unpad and also the other universities. But when you study in Unpad, what actually the best value that you got that is it's like the best things that Unpad had compared to the other university? Maybe starting from Kak Nizam at first.
Okay. First, I really agree with the Paris statement about the chain reactions thing, and I will add something about the MEM program in the University of Twente, about the how to apply the MEM, Master of Environmental and Energy Management in Twente. Every documents that have been mentioned by Paris, but without research proposal and without what is it? And you have to go for the eligibility test for the MEM program. And to answer the question, what is the appealing part of the studying in Unpad? I would say that Unpad, especially in my program, the environmental science program, it has a lot of professional lecturers and professors, and I was collaborating with the other background people, not only from my side from methodologies, but I also learn from something from the economists, from the engineering, because we collaborate to create a better world in the environmental science program. And also Unpad is one of the pioneer of the environmental science or ecology. It was the pioneer of Ecology Institute in Indonesia, and the professor and lecturers now is the successor of the Mr. Otto Sumarwoto, Professor Otto Sumarwoto, that very famous influencing environmentalist from Indonesia, and it was established in the Institute of Ecology was established in 1972. It's almost the same for the Stockholm Convention for the environmental United Nations program. So I am very happy to join this program because I learned a lot about how to make healthy environment and how to behave more environmentally friendly, and it was tremendous opportunity for me.
Okay, Kanizam. So the point that I got from the Kanizam's answers is about how you actually prepare everything detail. So you should like looking for the any kind of like things that you need to have before you apply for this scholarship also. How about your experiences, Kak Harwis, your experiences in Unpad, and also what kind of the interesting one, and compared to the other university, what is the best one that you think that actually Unpad have that?
So, well, Alfen, I divide in two categories. First, general good things about Unpad, about all the staff, about all professors and the environment. Second one is specifically about my department. We are one faculty that I study. If I speak generally about Unpad, so I found that the good point is that Unpad is a very supportive educational space, you know, for students. Like it really encourages the students if they have small achievements even. So they know that the value of students' tasks or their achievements. So, and they are going through the talents who have the talents that give them a space to move forward. And also, I found that there is respect, mutual understanding, and also that they are well behaved. It means the people that they are in University Padjadjaran, because when I saw international office, when I meet some other professors from other faculties, or there were some events, so I really enjoyed that. This is like my home. You feel like you're in your home. You feel that this is the place that you can jump, you know, because when you feel at home, university is our second home. Never forget this one, because after the home or the place that you live, then you go to university. Besides that, you're educating, you're studying, you should feel at home, and you should be relaxed. So when you're relaxed, so you see around very well. So I felt that Unpad is you can feel at home when you are in Unpad. When I come to my department has a lot of good things. The first one, very professional professors and lecturers. I really love all of them. If they're watching me, I just send them laugh from here. And they are professional. There is a very good space, a friendly space. It means professors and students are well connected, you know. It means that they are sharing their ideas, they discuss, they open the good topics, you know, that go for it, just search for it. And then next one, it's a good place for research. So especially for master and PhD students, when I was in my department and studying in my classes, so my lecturers and my professors really encouraged me that you do research and go for it, learn it, because I was learning, and it was from my first steps to do academic research. It's still, you know, I'm on the way. Just by the way, I got some experience from them. So, and also the supervisors that you choose or they choose you to work with them, so they are very helpful. Especially the supervisors that I have, they are very strict, but it's great. It means that you really enjoy, you know, that Professor Ida she goes through each sentence of your, you know, proposal, your thesis and everything, and says that you should do this. I really enjoy this thing, because, you know, it when I'm here now, I feel that, well, I'm lucky, because my supervisor, they were very strict for me, and just because when professors are strict on you, on your research, it doesn't mean that they are your enemy. They are your real friends, because they want you that you have good background of research and go forward. So by the way, my department is the place that I really like it, and we have good equipments as well. And also the good point is that we have online classes with international universities, and also we have good seminars, and that we invite professors from other countries to come to our department and having lecture for us, and just we enjoy their lectures and topics, and we have some collaboration, research collaboration, especially Professor Ida, she's very into this thing. So when I see that my professors are trying very best, so I get motivated, So wow, just because the place that you study, it really change your ways sometimes. It really motivates you when you see the space that you are working, you're studying. So they are motivated people, they are hardworking people. So day to day you are getting encouraged, you are motivated just to go for this. So by the way, it has good things, a lot of good things, and my experience showed that if I'm not mistaken, around 90% I'm satisfied at the place I studied, and I will study maybe later. So but also it depends on you, that how do you behave, how do you do your task, how do you act as a student. If you are doing well in your studying program, so of course that environment will be better for you as well.
Okay, so when you become a student of Universitas Padjadjaran, Unpad is not only as your university, but also can be your second home if you're from the other country, and also if you are from Indonesia, it can build your understanding about the culture itself, and also how to develop your capabilities. Before we go into the question and answer sessions, because we have limited time, I need to ask one question. Why someone should join to study in Universitas Padjadjaran? Maybe short answer, it's okay. Maybe starting from Kanizam, if someone really, for our viewers today that really want to study in Unpad, why they should apply to study in Universitas Padjadjaran?
Yeah, I think because Unpad is one of the pioneers of the sustainability science that I think it is very it is very famous right now in the environmental issue, and because the basic is we have to be sustainable for our life and for our next generation. So Unpad highlighted that. Sustainability science, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Kanizam. And also, for those of you interested to study in environmental sciences, that I believe Unpad is one of the best option if you need to study in Indonesia, and you can choose Unpad. And also, Kak Parwis, how about you? What things that you're gonna to tell to everyone who want to study in Unpad? Why they should join?
So everything that we say, we should be honest, and because if it is part of our experience, what I say, it's part of my experience. I'm not saying more than that one. If you're planning to be part of Unpad, especially in my department, public administration, or our faculty, social and political sciences, so I say one sentence, maybe it is just for me, I express that one. You should join because if you want to grant your educational and your career life, and that's the sentence that I will give to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Parwis. Thank you so much, Kanizam. And now, I hope from that statement, it can be make the motivation of our viewers today who still worry to study in Unpad. And after that, after listening these conversations, after that they can directly apply to study in Unpad and joining with us as well. And okay, of course, we're going to question and answer sessions. We have a few questions. The first one is from, the questions one is, okay, I think I need to rotate my phone first. Okay, we have six questions, but the first one is when you study in Europe, is for the both speakers, what kind of visa do you have? I'm sorry, I think a Schengen visa
Schengen
or a long stay visa? Schengen visa or a long stay visa? Can you explain the process? I heard you enter Europe with Schengen visa. It's only last 3 months. So after that, you need to apply for a different visa. Maybe Kanizam or Kaparis can answer this one.
Okay, I will answer first. Actually, I applied for the Schengen visa first in the through University of Twente. So when you are accepted by the University of Twente, then you will be helped for applying for visa. Actually, the Schengen visa and student visa. And then we have to wait. It is if us our visa will be granted or not. I waited for I think 2 months, I guess. I forget. But and then after receiving the granted visa, and then I went to the embassy of the Netherlands and waiting for a couple days, and you will receive the Schengen visa. And then it's true that Schengen visa will last for 3 months. And then again, the University of Twente helped us to give us the residence permit. Residence permit actually lasts for more than 1 year. So after accepted by the university, you have to wait for the visa, and then you go to the embassy, Netherlands embassy in Indonesia, and then you proceed to residence permit in the Netherlands after arriving in the Netherlands.
Okay, thank you so much, Kanizam. Kaparis, do you have any addition?
Do we feel that we study in Europe? You say that before that about the do we feel studying in Europe, something like that one, I think. The question.
Oh no, the question is just directly asking about the visa. Okay. And how about explain the
Okay. So maybe European countries, but some of the countries, they have their own policies as well when they are granting your visa. According to my experience, when I was accepted in this university, so they sent me a formal invitation letter. An informal letter, it was written that this student will be granted this much of money for this staying, because in European countries for visa, one point is that you should be granted. It means that your money is where financial aid is very important. It means that they care about it too much. That did you get a scholarship or you're going by yourself? If you're going by yourself, you should provide them that you have enough money to stay. If, for example, university gives you money, they should be sure that university gives you enough money. So when I got my invitation letter, so then I prepared my all documents. So you have your photos, then you have your all the documents. So there, before that you apply, so you can go to the site of that for the embassy. They will give you that types of visa. So there are requirements. What do they require? That you should give it, take it to the, for example, embassy. So when I prepared my documents, so I went to the embassy and I did my interview. So because all my documents were prepared, so after 2 weeks, they emailed me that my visa has been granted. So and then I went and I took my passport, and it takes 1 or 2 days that the visa was issued. And then I came. So it is very easy if you get a scholarship. if you, yeah, money is very important because in European country, because it's very expensive, especially in Swiss. Swiss is one of the most expensive countries in the world. So they want to be sure that when you come here, you have enough money to live in here and study here. But I think that it doesn't take too much time, but it needs, for example, the requirement documents should be prepared. The good point about the Schengen visa is this, that when you go to the interview, if one of your documents is not there, one of your documents missed, so they don't reject you. They give you time to go and complete and come back. So when your documents are completed in the embassy, so the embassy sends to the, for example, the country, migration country, and from there they decide that they grant your visa or not. By the way, if you get a scholarship, it will be much easier for you because you don't need any bank statement or something like that. So then, yeah, and when I came in here, because my visa was for 3 months, so then when I came in here 2 weeks ago, I just applied for the permit, and just maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow, my permit comes. So then I will enjoy that when I'm staying more than 3 months. So, but it depends on the amount that you stay in here, 4 months, 5 months, 1 year, 2 years. So they, according to that one, they give you a residence permit.
Okay, so yeah, for those of you who want to apply visas, make sure all documents are completed, and also I also want to question, there's someone that will assist based on your experience, maybe from the university in Unpad or in the Switzerland or Netherlands, or it's just by yourself?
What I didn't get you.
There's someone from Unpad or the and in HTH University will assist you to apply for the visa, or it's just by yourself?
Actually, I want to add this one, that if you're selected in one of the European, for example, universities, they are very helpful, very helpful. They help you in each step, Whatever you want, they provide you. Every document, whatever you want. So they are very supportive, and they help you to match, and they care about your procedures.
Okay. The next question is to Kanizam. I saw from your CV that you did a diploma for 3 years, then a bachelor degree for 1 year, both in applied meteorology. Can you tell us more about this?
Oh yeah, I studied in STMKG, or in Indonesian. The name is Sekolah Tinggi Meteorologi, Klimatologi, and Geofisika, or in English, the State College of Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics. And it is one of schools of the government. So when you applying this, you will have to commit to work for the government after the graduation. And for my program, I was studying applied meteorology, and I was studying physics, atmospheric physics, cloud physics, and a lot of about physics and mathematics also, and the applied of the those science, because I have to be ready to work for the meteorological, climatological, and geophysics agency of Indonesia. Yeah, and you will be out not automatically, but you have to also be tested in for civil officer test. After that, you will work for the PMKG, Badan Meteorologi, Klimatologi, dan Geofisika. And for my case, I was studying at STMKG in 2007, and after that, I graduated in 2010. At that moment, the school was not for bachelor, applied bachelor, but after 2013, the school established the applied bachelor. So right now the STMKG only has applied bachelor, not for diploma 3.
Okay, Kanizam, thanks
Okay,
for the
and
answer. Yeah.
if you want to apply for that, you have to choose SMA or IPA, jurusan IPA. What this natural science in the high school. If you choose the social of the high school, no, you will not be accepted because it will learn more about natural science, especially in atmospheric science and meteorology. So other than that, in Indonesia also have a lot of kind of the school that running by government. So you have to commit to work for the government after graduation.
Okay, thank you so much, Kanizam. So yeah, there's some program that actually after we graduated, we should have like sign contract for work for a few years,
Yeah.
right? So the next question is from Yeti Mulyani. Hi, I'm a student from the high school in Pontianak. I'm curious about the most noticeable difference between studying in Indonesia and studying abroad. Is the laboratories, or do we get to work in a team or more often? Maybe from Kak Parwis at first, you can answer this question, Kak. And after that,
if I heard it correctly, she meant that about the studying curriculum or laboratory, something like that.
At the first, that is the most thing that actually noticeable difference between studying in Indonesia and studying abroad. And she also had questions about it. Is it their laboratories, or do we get to work in the team or more often?
Yeah, it's a good question. In as I came here and I just saw in ATH, mostly when you're a master's student, even your bachelor, so mostly you're working in a team in research, or maybe you're working, even when you are doing your PhD, you will be employee in the government directly. So after that you finish your PhD, so you'll receive a certificate of that you have experience of 3 years working or 5 years working in the government. So mostly what do they do? Yeah, one of the differences in here is this, that they go through the practice too much, just to involve students with practical program tasks. For example, that in here, however, now just it's the buildings are not open oftenly. So, but when I see some of the students that they are living with me, so they mentioned this point that yeah, it really matters for them that students should involve in the teams or in the groups and just in research, and they mostly focus on the group working, and team working. And I think it is one of the good things that they do in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's totally different with Indonesia, or there's kind of like just a little thing that different than compared to Indonesia.
Actually, I want to add something that due to all respect for Indonesian students, so I saw that they are interested to do group research or group team working, something like that, but they are not very passionate. When I was in my classes, so when I was asking some questions from my professors or something. So it was not familiar for some of my classmates, but by passing the day, I told them that, guys, we are studying master. We should have discussion. We should open some topics. We should work together. We should do this one, this one. By passing the time, it really worked in my classes. I think that Indonesian students, they are very talented, but what do they need? In my experience, they should do more, team working activities or group activities, and just because it really helps that they can motivate each other, they can learn from one each other, and this is a good point, I think.
Okay, thank you so much, Pak Paris. I hope it can be insightful for us, because in every sessions in the class that we need to working as a team also.
Yeah.
And the next questions to Kang Nizam. What is the difference between environmental science and environmental engineering?
Oh yeah, thank you for the question. The basic difference of the environmental science and the environmental engineering is the environmental engineering. I think it's more like the technical one, that but environmental science is more broad, that not only for the technologies that we use to enhance our quality of environment, but also it considers about the behavior of the human itself to the environment. So you will learn more about that in the environmental science. But in environmental engineering, you will focus more on the technical, that you will innovate on the technology and create less emission, tools that less emission. But in environmental science, I mentioned that not only from the technological perspective, but also the human behavior itself.
Okay, Kang Nizam, but back to previous questions. By your experiences, because you're joining double degrees, so you study in Unpad and also you study in Twente University. What the most noticeable differences between Indonesia in the educations in Unpad and also in the University of Twente, based on your experiences?
Yeah, just like Paris said, that we have a lot of collaboration and teamworks, and because of my program is more focused on the environmental management, so it not about the laboratories, but in Europe, I think it has more laboratories than the Indonesian in Indonesia, because in my neighbor university, the Applied Science Van Hol Leidenstein, they have really great laboratory, and also the Wetsus, the water campus, that really have advanced technology on the water quality and quantity. So it's true that the laboratory will be the noticeable difference.
Okay, Kang Nizam. I hope this answer can give like a bigger picture for us about the differences, the study, and also how the conditions study in Netherlands and also Switzerland, based on our speakers' experiences, and also how actually the situations to study in Indonesia. So the next questions is directly to Kak Parwis about the culture. So when you said before, it's the when you when you study in Unpad, it's also the first time to you to visiting Indonesia. What actually the one of the culture that really surprised you until this day?
In Indonesia,
Indonesian culture in Indonesia.
Uh,
Spicy food?
Just a lot of things, a lot of things.
Yes.
So let me be open. So before I came to Indonesia, what I had information was this: that Indonesia is a kind of in Indonesia there is a lot of hurricane, just kind of a storm, something like that. I want to say that Indonesia has one of the richest culture in the world, according to my experience. So, but I don't like too much spicy food. it really annoyed me. It really annoyed me. So first months when I came to Indonesia, I could not eat anything. I went to KFC and McD kind of, and just my time was spending there. So then I tried like nasi goreng, then nasi padang, then nasi ayam geprek, so then some other things. So now I really miss all of things, nasi goreng, something like that. But what shocked me a lot, or I will always remember this one, that Indonesian people are really, really kind and friendly, more than any other countries that I have been to. So really, so when you come to Europe, so these are kind too, but not as much as Indonesians. So when I was in some programs in Indonesia or among the people, they were laughing, they were taking selfie with me, and just they were really, transforming some laugh, a real laugh, that I feel at home. So that's why I always repeated that Indonesia is my second home. Yes, I have been to other countries too, around 4 or 5 countries. So I really didn't have such feeling that I had in Indonesia. So they're really friendly, and this is maybe unique about Indonesia, and hospitable, and just kind and friendly. And I will always remember this one. But now I can eat spicy food level 2 or 3, kind of, okay.
So what do you miss the most about Indonesian food? Nasi goreng?
What did I like?
What you miss the most of Indonesian food? You really miss Indonesian food?
I really miss nasi ayam geprek.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually spicy, yes.
Yeah, but the level, when I went to that city. But like nasi padang too, just I really like. Before I came, some months before that I came, I really loved it. I had one of my friends live in Jakarta. He just took me some restaurants, and there was a very great nasi padang. So I really liked that one. So yeah, I really miss nasi goreng too, because different kinds of nasi goreng. So I really like nasi goreng, nasi ayam geprek, nasi padang. Yeah, I hope that I can, when I come back, I can try it more.
Yes, you should.
Aris,
How about you,
have you tried?
Because
Have you tried warteg? Warung Tegal? Have you tried it?
I didn't try, but from the face, I didn't love it, kind of too. Some of the Indonesian food, maybe they are tasty, but from the face, it is something that maybe I didn't like it, something like that, because it's not in my country. It was not in my country. I was not familiar with that one. And also sometimes I cook by myself at home. When I was at home, I cook my own traditional food, and then there were Ibu and Pa. They were living with us, and then I gave them my food, and they really enjoyed that, like nasi kabuli, like something like I make them korma or kofta. We can say that like that. So we were exchanging our food. That was a good experience.
Okay, so we can say that actually, when you decided to study to the other country, the culture also like has the main role to make the best memory when you study it there, right?
I want to add this one, that For example, most of Afghans, they go to India, they go to US, they go to some other European countries for a study. I was the luckiest one that I came to Indonesia. Believe me, I always told my family and my friends that because when you are in Indonesia, you really feel free, you really feel at home, and people give you love. You know, the place when you go to another country, if you want to stay for more than 1 year there, you really need such kind of people around yourself. You really need people that they encourage you, they love you, and you feel that you're at home really. If not, you will miss your family all the time, and you will miss your country, and you cannot score very well, and you cannot do your task. It is very important, the culture, the people. Yeah, before that you go anywhere, just search about the culture of the people.
Okay, thank you, Kaparwis. How about you, Kanizam? Because now you are in Netherlands, far away from Indonesia. What things that you miss the most about Indonesia, especially the food and also culture?
Yeah, I actually miss the weather because it's very cold this year. For tropical people like me, it's very cold. -1, -3 degrees Celsius. Indonesia is warm. The temperature, not only the temperature, but also the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the food. What is it? Nasi Padang, I guess. Because since I live.
That you cook me nasi goreng.
Okay, come to the Netherlands. Come to the Netherlands. I will cook for you nasi goreng.
Okay.
That's why I don't miss nasi goreng, because I actually cook it once a week. I actually cook nasi goreng.
And it's easy to make, right? Nasi goreng.
Yeah, it's very easy. Very easy. Yeah, it only needs garlic, onion, pepper, and nasi, of course. But nasi padang, it's really hard because the ingredients of nasi padang is very.
There's a lot of ingredients.
There's a lot, and you cannot find here.
Okay, so actually, it's also based on my experiences. The cultures. It's about how when you study in others' countries, actually, when you come back to your country and you're going to the others' country, that the culture is really kind of like become a part of yourself, right? So I hope that maybe Kaparwis and also Kanizam, when you study in Indonesia or Switzerland right now and Netherlands, I hope there's a lot of things that the good thing that you get based on your experiences, especially about the cultures. And of course, Indonesia has a lot of cultures. So for those of you who are interested in cultures, Indonesia has a lot of cultures. We have hundreds of language and traditional things. So I hope you can visit Indonesia as soon as possible, because we know in amid of this pandemic, sometimes our experiences is limited. But yeah, we hope everything gonna be good soon. Okay, so because our time is limited, and the first thing I would say, thank you so much to Kang Nizam and Kaparwis to joining with us today. I hope these sessions can be a platform or like the best answer for the people who want to study in Unpad. But before we closing to our talk show today, maybe I will asking about the closing statement from Kang Nizam and also Kang Parwis about our conversations today. Maybe started from Parwis.
So first of all, and thank you so much. Thank you just for providing such opportunity, and just we can get involved with the students from Unpad and maybe countries or maybe other universities. So those are watching us through YouTube. So it was really a good conversation, a good talk show. I really enjoyed that one. Thank you from International Office of Unpad. Thank you from all staff of Unpad, and and my professors again. Just as a closing statement, just I want to say that everything is possible if it is in your career life, educational life, but efforts mean a lot for that. So when there is effort, there is achievement. So effort can just shape your way to whatever you have dreamed in your life or in your education. So do not just dream that I dream to have a car, I dream to have to study in a good university, I dream to this, but just dream. Your dream should go with your effort right next to each other. So then you will receive it one day. And when you apply for some programs, so if you're rejected sometimes, this is not the end, believe me. So because it happened to me a lot, this is not the end. Just go again and again till you achieve it. I hope that everyone is doing well. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, stay healthy, and I wish all the best for everyone who is watching us, who are watching us through this Zoom or through YouTube. And just thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Parwis, for the message. And I hope everyone who watched this talk show can get something good value from these conversations. The next one is Kak Nizam. What is your closing statement, Kak? Do you have any kind of message do you want to deliver to all audience, our viewers today?
Yeah, I highly appreciate the organizer of this talk show and the International Edufair of Unpad. And the closing statement I have is you have to believe that you can reach your dream, and I think I have achieved one of my dreams to study in Unpad and study the international double degree program. And also don't forget to pray. If you work really hard, place your heart to our God, Allah, and it will encourage you more to achieve what you dream of. And I hope you are in good health. Everyone's in that watching us in YouTube and Zoom, and that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Nizam. And also, of course, we hope in this pandemic situations, everything is gonna be all right soon. Even that we know as the human, and also as the human, the things that we can do, just like follow any kind of like the government protocols, like keep safe. And before you're going to photo sessions, I also want to close this talk show. There's kind of like quotes, the best one of the best quotes that I got. It's like, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepared for today. So for those of you who have willingness to study in Unpad or anywhere, don't forget to working hard for that. Also, like Kak Parwi said before, if you have a dream, you should really have like hardworking to achieve that, like willingness, like the dream also, like it's a part of you, the everything that you are doing right now. So it's not just so it can be like become reality. So yeah, the next one is the photo sessions. So everyone should like I hope can on the camera. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone is ready. So we're trying to several pose. The first one, maybe just like the usual one. Okay. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next one, maybe you can like put your finger or something like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's like remembering when you take photo in Indonesia, right? The last one, we have the third one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Thank you so much, Kang Parwis. Thank you so much, Kang Nizam. But before we closing, maybe you really know about this one, this Unpad taglines. Aku, kamu, kita, salam satu Unpad. Did you still remember that?
Kind of.
So when I say it, Unpad, so all of us will say, aku, kamu, kita, salam satu Unpad. So it's
Aku,
in English like,
kita.
aku, kamu, kita, salam satu Unpad.
Satu, aku, kamu,
Salam
kita.
satu Unpad.
Salam satu Unpad.
Salam satu Unpad.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ready? Actually, this tagline, when you first time come to Unpad, you should like say this tagline when you're going to like orientation or something, which I hope viewers also can say this tagline when they study in Unpad as well. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Aku, kamu, kita. Salam
satu Unpad.
Unpad. Should we try again? Okay, should try again. So I should say aku, kamu, kita, and all of us should say salam satu Unpad. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Aku, kamu, kita.
Salam satu
Unpad. Okay, thank you so much, Kak Faris. Thank you so much, Kak Nizam. Giving applause virtually for all of us. And yeah, that's it. And I hope everything that all our viewers see today can be like good value for us. And don't forget to follow International Office Unpad social media and subscribe our YouTube account. And if you anything information, don't forget to click international.unpad.ac.id. There's a lot of information about Unpad itself. And yeah, I hope see you soon. Keep safe, stay healthy, and bye-bye. Sampai jumpa.
Sampai jumpa. Bye-bye. Take care.
Sampai jumpa.
Bye. Parwis, Nizam, thank you so much. Alvin, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.